Hi everybody, Sanbonani. Welcome to Reality Buzz TV, where we talk about all things reality TV shows and all things reality TV show stars. And today, okay, we are going to talk about Izingane Zesthembu, tonight's episode. But the way my network is so slow, le video mhlawumbe uploaded Tuesday. Xolani Buffett, I don't know what's wrong with the network. We've tried everything, but we are working on it, okay? If you noticed, this weekend my videos were a little bit delayed because of the network. Anyway, you guys, listen. So on this episode of Izingane Zesthembu, of course, we were going to see Mpumelelo. And because of the preview, you guys, which I hadn't had time, because usually I would talk about the preview before. Usually by Saturday morning we already have the preview, so I will talk about that, which will be the preview for the episode on Sunday. So I will talk about that, and I will talk about the episode. And I hadn't had the time, you guys, to talk about the preview, but I saw it, and I saw the people that talked about the preview. And I saw that people were believing that Mpumelelo, because of the statement, Sizocela isihlobo esihle, when they were at the gates, Mpumelelo mentions in the direct session something about ukucela isihlobo esihle, and ukucela isihlobo esihle is said when people are coming to lobola, they are coming to make relations, you know. I know when they are interpreting it over there by DSTV, they say they are coming to us for the hand in marriage. It's actually them saying they are coming to build relations, you know. Now we are related to each other. And that is said when someone is actually paying lobola. But I've watched enough of these reality TV shows to know what the trailer sometimes is not really what. Each trailer is set up so you think a certain way, and then you look forward to watching the episode, and then you find out it's something else, okay? So no, Mpumelelo was not paying lobola for Nompumelelo. And he said that statement because when they were at the gate, I think that he was just clarifying what they are not abakhongi ubaba umpisi na someone else, or who was sent by Musamselego, I guess. We're not supposed to say ukuthi bazocela isihlobo esihle, because that's not what they're there to do. They are there ukuzohlawula, guys. For those who are sitting at home like confused and frustrated by the fact that why the hell would you go and pay inhlawulo for the girl that you are no longer with when you have 3 kids that you have not hlawulad? Excuse me, guys, I'm drinking coffee. You are not alone, okay? But I've been frustrated by this episode, even when I saw that it was coming. I was like, what the hell, you know? But at the same time, you guys, I remember that when this season began, I had said that I wasn't going to feel sorry for these girls, okay? Oh, Vuyo, or Tirel, I wasn't going to feel sorry for them, because I feel like they were also on their game when they got together with Mpumelelo. I don't think it was about, oh, I fell in love with this random boy, you know, and and I love him so much, I want to marry him. No, it was more like I got myself a Mselego boy, and I will do anything I can to make sure that I marry this boy. And if I can be a mamkulu, then, you know, that's it. So I remember that, and I was like, why am I feeling bad for these girls? Okay? They were on their game. Mpumelelo just played a better game than them. Okay? Played them instead of them playing him. So I was like, okay. But also, you guys, watching this episode, because I was like, listen, I want to be able to understand it, even though it's ridiculous, but I want to be able to understand it, okay? Is there any chance that maybe what they're doing is supposed to be done, you know? And I guess some things that were said this episode did offer me some clarity. Listen, you guys, of course, if you take somebody's virginity in Zulu culture, you owe the parents vele in ukuhlawula inkomo kamama, because uthathile phela inkomo kamama, and all of that, you guys. But nowadays what happens is that whoever ends up being the one okulobolayo just pays for that. Izobizwa vele inkomo kamama. And I don't even remember them asking me, when I was being lobolwad, nobody came to me and asked me, is this the boy that is, you know. Nobody ever came to me and said, Tando, is this the boy that actually took your virginity? You know? But I do know that my mother is not sitting at home saying that she didn't get in Komoyake. You know? You understand what I'm saying? So nowadays, whoever ends up loboling you, because the person has met you, we are tanda, and they really don't want to now get there and have that conversation. Now, no, I'm not the one who took her virginity. Because then I will be like, then goodbye, sir. Do you want me to go back and find the person that took my virginity? I want to go and find him, but I might never come back. Kind of a situation. So it's not so it's like it's a thing that happens, but at the same time it's like when a person has already moved on, had a baby with someone else, because that girl already has a child, but that child is not Mpumelelo, is somebody else. It's weird that they're still going to do it. Okay, I think that the fact that they did mention that abantu abasonta ekuphakameni, lokho sengizwa umama emenshina unyazi, you know, and I know ekuphakama khona ukuhlola nje, ukuhlola kwamaZulu ukuthi amaZulu ayahlolwa, but I believe ukuthi onyazini kunokuhlolwa kwakhona too. And it's a little bit more shameful for them when your girl gets to the marriage stage engazange to the marriage stage engaseyona intombi. It makes a difference. I remember here on Black TV, there was a girl that came to confess that she had been angithi kuyakhethwa. So usekhethiwe esontweni, but they don't know ukuthi akaseyona intombi. So she wanted the show to help her to call her mom and tell her, because her mom is excited ukuthi ukhethiwe esontweni and all of that, but she's scared because they're going to find out because she's no longer a virgin, and it's a big thing esontweni if you're no longer a virgin. Okay, and when she told her mom said, well, then we have to speak to that boy because then we'll kneel and all of that. So I was like, okay, I'm getting this perspective now. It's because of Isonto Labo. I guess they might have, because I felt like the letter thing was fake. I really felt like that. I feel like the letter thing was fake, to say that they got a letter from the family of a girl who already has a child somewhere else for them to come and pay in Tlaola. What I didn't understand is what they want. They want inkomo, they want imbuzi, they want amakesi kapia, amakesi drink, koni impuphu, koni rice, the whole grocery for the 12 months this year. They're not going to abazogrosa nje ngoba everything. Inkomo is 12,000 rands. I was like, yo, if Tirelo and we are still waiting for inhlawulo yabantwana babo, yo, they have a long wait ngoba Mpumelelo still has to raise the 12,000, because they did not have, I don't think they had the 12,000, but there is money that they put there. But they said, kusashot inkomo. That's what they said. So I think for me, I looked at it different this time, because I was like, okay, yeah, maybe there is a possibility that honestly the family did expect them to do that, because ubehlola ubehamba umhlanga plus ubehlola ukuhlolwa kwasonyazini. And I guess mhlambe when she fell pregnant and umfana had to say yes, wuye, but umfana was like, yeah, he ngimisisile, but I'm not the one that took the virginity. So then they did. Okay, so it's possible, but it's possible. Now, what I didn't understand is why Mpumelelo was there, guys, because Magoshawula, umfana is never even there. Magoshawula, no Magotelwa, they don't come. They just don't come. Okay? So I didn't understand why he was there. And he ended up even going into the house. It was just all a weird thing. And I was like, sometimes you guys, like, I don't know how to explain this. I feel like amasiko, nendlela yokuphila, the way of living, the culture, the customs, and all of that. Yeah, it was created for us to have a guide, like a guide. This, as a Zulu woman, this is how you live, and when this happens, this is what you do, and then when this happens, this is what you do. Okay, and sometimes people that believe a lot in tradition will be acting like we are not supposed to change things. Usiko loot. But then now and then they adjust, like almost like we're like, okay, like how are we supposed to know it's okay to adjust certain things when it comes to tradition? Like you'll be like, you know, but khona izinto engafanele but futhi they adjust, because what was Mpumelelo doing there? Why is Mpumelelo sitting there in front of a man whose daughter he took the virginity of why the hell was Mpumelelo sitting there? The very traditional people. Anyway, he ended up being there. So they went and bought the goat, and of course, they bought the goat, and I'm sure Musaselegu paid for that. And because the way that Mpumelelo reacted when they said it was income 12,000, I was like, I wonder if he has the 3,000. Okay, I'm sure he was counting in his head. But if these ones want 12,000 income, what's gonna happen? Now, you guys, they go there. Obviously, it goes in, which I didn't understand. Bekunamakhosikazi awu-2 laphayana and 3 men, I think, bakhona. And everybody spoke respectfully, you guys. And I guess they didn't have an issue with the cameras coming around. And then they did, that talk, and then babeka nemali phansi, and then balethela ukudla. At some point uNompumelelo comes in azonika uMpumelelo ukudla waze waguqa phansi. Guys, we're just watching a crazy thing. Now in my head I'm like, obviously uNompumelelo must be in another relationship now, because she has a child with someone else, even if it's not a baby daddy, maybe someone else. Now you are watching TV, seeing your girl there with the ex laphayana. Hey, I'm my 2000 niyasirewrite iscript sempilo. Niyasirewrite nje straight niyala niyascratch nje lesi sethu nje niyascratch nithi nje le. You are rewriting the script. So anikezwe ukudla. Mpumelelo does mention ukuthi, listen, when you see your old love, of course there's something, feelings avukayo and all of that. I do think that Mpumelelo would love to have Nompumelelo back. I feel like that. I feel like the biggest thing is the fact that Nompumelelo has a child with someone else now. And I feel like the reason he will not take her back with a child is because of his father, because his father has said he does not want them to take amantombazana neingane zangaphandle. But I think that if it wasn't for that, he would actually take Nompumelelo back. I really feel like that. I feel like he wants her back. Anyway, you guys, so they do all of that together. They talk about the 12,000 and But what Mpumelelo had done while he was on the way there, he had called Utirolo to tell her, right now, this is what he's doing. He says that when he does things, he just does them without telling anybody. He doesn't not have to get permission or just update anybody. And I really do feel like, you guys, the reason he called is because the show was there. And maybe they did ask, because aren't you gonna inform Tirelo, because also they were on their way there. They were like trying to find a way to make the whole thing interesting. So he does end up calling Utirelo. Guys, I would like to believe that Utirelo really honestly doesn't care. Should I say doesn't care or goes with the flow? I think honestly Utirelo is the Makumalo in is Mpumelelo's Makumalo. Meaning that she is like that one that is going to be whatever you want, a feeling apart. And then 4 seasons later, we start seeing things that indicate that, I kind of feel like, you guys, as much, I know Abantu have said was they like Utirelo because Utirelo always looks like she got into she understands this temple, she understands what she got into. But I'm like, yo, guys, one day that woman is going to uzoshayeka phansi. Uzoshimela inhliziyo ashayeke phansi, because it's not an easy thing to always be like in a relationship, always be like, ngempela. Sandra Sam, that is so nice. You are going to lobola her. That is so, we are cool, guys. That takes a lot, because you are trying to make sure that they choose you. They say you are the nice one. They say you are the one that is easy to deal with. And you can't leave that position, because you've already been put in that position where You'll be the one that will be informed because the other girl is getting hlawulwad what you haven't hlawulwad, because you are the understanding one. Now you can't move in this position because now it was fire in this corner of an understanding girlfriend, and usazo understand this one. Usazo understand this one. One thing men will take advantage of is when a woman can understand. They will make sure that they do a lot of things where you need to understand. So it's hard for me, you guys. I feel like part of it is because she's young, but I feel like part of it, she realizes that even if Mpigi Sumpule was gonna, and I was watching a video of her with Umnene. They were talking about, because people were saying over the weekend that Mpumelelo is getting married to Nompumelelo. They were like, I'm like, yes, you can laugh, but even within the laughter, I'm like, listen, as a woman, I know it's fun to watch you laugh, but I know you are laughing, but you know what I mean? So it's hard for me to ignore the fact that even though she's laughing, I know, okay, because I know the heart, you can't do nothing about this one. And also, logically, just your brain will tell you, hey, man, this guy just went and paid in Tlawolo for some virgin when he has children here. She does ask him that question, and then what about Inganzako? Now I did wonder, you guys, which one happened first? Did he break Nompumelo's virginity first, or did he have a child with Uvuyo? Because remember when Nompumelelo was introduced to the family and Uvuyo already had Umhlopekazi. So I do wonder about that. What happened first? Why does he need to fix that before he pays in Tlawolo for his kids? And Nompumelelo keeps saying this thing, Yoguti, I want to be seen as an honest man. I'm somebody that doesn't keep his words. And I'm like, but you haven't kept your word, because Uvuyo explained it to us last week to say, when Mpumelelo moved to Joburg, he had made certain promises to Nompumelelo and to Vuyo. And when he got to Joburg, he forgot about those promises. I don't know if Utirelo is that broken promise. Which is the result of Mpumelelo walking out of the relationship, and now Vuyo is walking out because she's still going on trips with them. So I'm not sure about that. So already you're not a man of your word, because obviously there's something that you promised these girls that you did not keep, to a point where they felt that they wanted to leave their relationship, But anyway, guys. And also, can he just be himself, guys? I feel like every episode that comes, I feel like he's wanting to talk and sound like he's dead more and more and more. I want him to be himself. That's another thing, you guys. You are even wanting to marry a boy that is trying to be his father, and he's not at a stage where he's like, independent of my father, this is who I am. So, hey, anyway, you guys. Bobona nabo phambili. Kade abantu beshada amadoda abangawazi babone phambili. So listen, you guys. We do see Ulwandle Nompilo going quad biking. I do feel like whatever it is that they changed when it comes to a production of this show, last season and this season, they need to go back to last season. Because this season, it does feel like sometimes they're like, oh, what are we shooting? Konama scenes like you feel like they were like, guys, Zesthembu today. So definitely there has been changes in production, in the way that they're producing these episodes. The quad biking thing, it was a nice thing for siblings to do, but it did feel like kind of that scene where they're like, what are you going to do? Who's available? Ulwandle Nompilo, okay, let's do that. So it kind of was just like, like, okay. What is this? Oh, it's the ceiling. I'm sure you guys won't show it because I'll cut the thing here. But it looks weird. Oh, the white thing. So, you guys, this scene was like that. But I guess it was great that they were spending time together. What did they talk about? They talk about how Ulwandle went spinning cars the other time, and Nompumelelo was not there. Was Nompumelelo not there? Yeah. And also they talked about she asked Ulwandle to invite Usne to the whole trip that they're going to Sun City and all of that, you guys. So yes, then also Umpilo shoots with Mpumelelo to invite him, I guess formally, which I thought it was unnecessary, guys, because even with Ulwandle Nompilo, the whole thing was about her giving him a formal invitation to Sun City, but she had already invited them last week. That's why I'm saying some of these sins are like, do we have to have this sin? So even this one with Umpilo Nompumelelo, it was like, you know, you shouldn't you be at Sun City already? And Mpumelelo was asking ukuthi ingane ezobe zikhona yini, and Mpilo was like ingane ezobe uTirelo noVuyo. And he was like, basically what he was saying is that he would have preferred for different girls to come on a trip, not Vuyo and Tirelo, because bona bamlethela stress. So listen, I know I have very young people in my on my channel, guys. Once you have a baby, yeah, you become stressed. All of a sudden, also is stressed because you have a baby now. That's what happens. It's like, hey, I wish that she was bringing her friends because, hey, man, just over stress. That's what happens. We as Kulume Moyen, it happens. It's here on the show. You are watching it. Don't let it happen to you, okay? By the way, where is Nosipo, guys? Because they came and they showed us Nosipo, whatever. Where is she? Is she even coming on the trip? Hey, yeah, so anyway, you guys, so we see everybody now preparing to go to this trip to Sun City, and Uvuyo decides to invite a friend, and I think that that's a good idea, because I was like, so what is Vuyo going to do now? Because obviously their siblings will be together, and then there's Tirelo. I don't think Vuyo wants to spend time with Tirelo and Mpumelelo. So, but I think she wants to go on a trip because one, she's at work, but two, it's a free trip to Sun City. Who would say no to that? So I thought it was a good idea for her to invite a friend, but I do wonder, is it a girl? I didn't see, guys. Is it a girl? Wouldn't it be nice if she just showed up with a boy? If I was a producer of the show, I would have been very sneaky. I would be like, listen, don't you have a male bestie? You know, all of us have a male bestie. All of it. And I would be like, don't you have a male bestie for you? Just invite him. Even if it's your gay male bestie, we will book you guys in the same room. You know, it's your gay best friend, but you know, we'll book you guys in the same room. I just want to say, Mpumelelo having heart palpitations the whole time. Hey, these producers, man, hey, they're sneaky in things that we don't need them to be sneaky at, and then they lose the opportunities. I definitely would have been like, listen, is there a way that a friend that you are inviting can be a male? Anyway, then Sneh is also inviting a friend, and I think there's going to be issues there, because I guess Umpilo is not gonna like the fact that they just invited people even though she invited them. I don't know, you guys, but I think that for Vuyo it is a good idea, because she's gonna wanna spend time away from the others sometime, so she's not around Mpumelelo all the time, because who wants to be around their ex all the time, you know? So yes, you guys, I thought it was a good idea. And also Tirelo is taking her baby with her, which is like, yeah, you are going there to be a father. No, you guys, listen, Mpumelelo definitely is a part-time dad. I don't care what people say. Mpumelelo is a part-time dad. Like, I think where they were is like a hotel room where they were living from. I think so. So I'm thinking that if you don't spend time with your baby, and your baby mama is around, and you're preparing to go somewhere, it shouldn't be a thing of you showing up and being like, we're so ready. Shouldn't we have been seeing Mpumelelo maybe helping Utirolo, dressing up the child, packing the bag and all? You come on, just say right here and send ready. Guys, nibancane kangakanani ni-accepta izinto eza-accepta ogogo benu? Bokuthi nje a man nje uba nje i-picture yena nje aqukula ingane nje athi, you know, that guy is and then ingane, that's all they do, that's their parenting one. boy, and then everything else you do as a woman. Nisho nifuna leyo nto leyo. That thing that we got away from nina niyayifuna nina. The thing of our mothers. About 2000 guys, the way that they are taking us back, nifuna leyo nto nina, nifuna nina about data bathi, oh boy, and then I hambe and live his best life, and then after 2 months abuya athi, oh boy, and then go nifuna that thing. Hey, the way we worked so hard, Tina, so that your fathers don't do that, they do more, but then you want less. The 2000s are our kids. The way we work so hard for your dads to do more, but you guys want your baby daddies to do less. You are okay with it. Hey, if we knew, we wouldn't have worked so hard because we were trying to prepare. Like we say, each generation must be better than the one before. It must be better than the one before. But the way that you guys are okay, we shouldn't have worked so hard to make sure your dads did more, because what was the point of that? Because now you guys are going back to our grandmothers. Now I feel like I'm at 2000 the way that it is. I'm at 2000 are going to go back to allowing a man to come back from work and read the newspaper, and then akhunyulwe amasokisi, alethelwe amanzi ngendishi to wash his hand and wash his face, and then he goes to bed. Ama-pajamas ayiniwa abekwa phezu kombhede. They're going back to that. And when Mpumelelo shows up, Sunny ready, hey, obviously, Nkosi yama. Yeah, I hope what's in her heart, it's that happiness that we see. It's real, because otherwise, anyway, you guys. So next week we'll be watching them. KSBC, Sun City. We'll watch what happens. Is there drama or anything? I think they're probably going to try and get drama out of Usne interacting with the siblings, because that's what they always try and do. But I hope that they don't force it too much to a point where we see it. But anyway, there was all, you guys. There was all. Finally, we get to see Mpumelelo. So he was pretending to ulwandle. When they asked him go to Ubani, because he was not supposed to be there, I was like, yo, Michael is not gonna like that. Michael is just not gonna. Immediately I thought of Michael is not gonna like that. Manje igama lengane yami nilisebenziselani. Ulwandle ungenaphi lapho ulwandle. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before you're gonna share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers.